The time has come. We've been waiting for the day that we get more information on the DLC for the masterpiece game that is Elden Ring, and now we know what we're getting and what will be in it. Thankfully, FromSoft have blessed us with the grace of Saint Trina as they've revealed a short but sweet trailer for the game, so let's go through all of the information that they've released so far, and you can let us know what you think of it down below. From the official description of the DLC, which is called Shadow of the Erdtree, it says it's the Land of Shadow, a place obscured by the Erdtree, where the goddess Marika first set foot, a land purged in an unsung battle set ablaze by the Mesmer's flame. It was to this land that Miquella departed, divesting himself of his flesh, his strength, his lineage, of all things golden, and now Miquella awaits the return of his promised land. So we know that the game will be focusing on Miquella's story, as many have already speculated, and since we are all taking a step back into Elden Ring, you may have forgotten who exactly this is. And we wouldn't blame you if you did forget, because many of the iconic characters in Elden Ring do have similar sounding names, like Marika, Melania, and Miquella. Well, Miquella is one of the demigod children of Queen Marika the Eternal and Radagon the Empyrean. This is important as, like his twin sister Melania, Miquella is an Empyrean, a being of immense potential and power. They play a crucial role in the world of Elden Ring and are capable of becoming the new Elden Lord, a ruler of the lands between. Just like his sister Melania, he is cursed and he is never able to grow old. Despite being centuries old, he remains in the form of a child. You might remember the place called the Erdtree where you fought Melania, and the creator of this area is Miquella, so it plays a big part in the story and the lore as a whole. So it's going to be very interesting to see what new horrors await us in the Land of Shadows. In this new trailer, they actually show the egg that Miquella was captured in by the god Mohg. In case you forgot, Mohg is the Lord of Blood, and we are sure some loreheads out there can expand on this as it is super interesting. So if you know more about this stuff, then do tell us in the comments, as that Elden Ring lore does go pretty deep. FromSoft are saying that this is the biggest expansion to date, and with the time that they have had to cook this since the release of Elden Ring in 2022, we're thinking it probably could be pretty massive. The website has more details on the key features of this DLC, including some on the story, where it says, guided by the Empyrean Miquella, players are beckoned to the Land of Shadow, a place obscured by the Erdtree where the goddess Marika first set foot. In these strange new lands, players discover the dark secrets of the world as they meet others who follow in Miquella's footsteps with ulterior motives. We can't wait to find out more, but a key part of the game for many is of course the gameplay, and we know that the Shadow of the Erdtree expansion will add new weapons, equipment, weapon skills, and magic not found in the base game of Elden Ring, alongside new enemies, whole new bosses, and plot lines that will further increase the RPG freedom that players have in the game. We are speculating that the play space could be pretty massive in Shadow of the Erdtree, as the description for it is described as Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree takes players beyond the lands between to explore the Land of Shadow, a completely new world from Elden Ring. They say we can seamlessly travel back and forth between its vast maps, interspersed with diverse situations and meticulous dungeons where menacing enemies roam. Imagine if this DLC is the same size as the base game, as they have gone in making the content of the DLC as sizable as a full game. As they've had over 2 years to work on it, and it could be possible that they're just adding new content and working on gameplay systems, but this is just us hoping that it's big, because in the trailer it looks like a pretty large area. We now know that the DLC will be releasing on June 21st, which is pretty soon, and this is a year that's already packed with some awesome games, so we are pretty excited. In the trailer we also got a glimpse at some of the new enemies that we'll be facing, including this massive boss that looks insane, and even a crazy dog thing that could be somehow related to Margit. In addition to this, we can see that some abilities, such as this magical spell that seems to have a long cast time but detonates a massive area in front of the player, along with new weapons like this awesome looking rapid firing crossbow. At the end of the trailer, we got to see one of the big bads that we'll be fighting, called Mesmer the Impaler, and he seems to have an issue with everyone that has been blessed by the Erdtree. All of this is very exciting, and it isn't too long of a wait now to get our hands on it. There's actually a collector's edition for the DLC as well that includes a statue of the Mesmer, an art book, the official soundtrack of the game and more, and it's actually up for pre-order now if you want to grab it. We do think the trailer was really cool though, so if you haven't had a chance to see it in its full glory, have fun, watch it here, and tell us what you think of it down below.
Peggy 16.
Pure and radiant, he wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men. There is nothing more terrifying.
In that forsaken place, blood must spill. Blood of your fellows. The Erdtree faithful.
They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war.
Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of light?
I presume you, too, are keen to know just what kind Miquella is doing here.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
Come now, touch the withered arm, and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.